Throughout history, countless empires have emerged and collapsed, yet only a few have left a permanent mark on the organization and discipline of military forces. Among them, the Ottoman Empire stands apart. While its massive cannons, sieges, and battlefield victories are widely remembered, a deeper and more lasting legacy lies in its military system, one defined by exceptional discipline, strategic planning, and organizational structure. This system was so advanced that armies across Europe, Asia, and North Africa studied it, adopted its principles, and reshaped their own forces accordingly. The Ottoman approach to warfare set standards that continued to influence military doctrine centuries after the empire's rise. At the heart of Ottoman military discipline was a carefully constructed system of organization, hierarchy, and intensive training. Unlike many contemporary armies that depended on temporary levies or loosely organized troops, the Ottomans established one of the world's earliest professional standing armies. These soldiers were permanently employed, loyal directly to the Sultan, and trained to fight as unified formations rather than independent fighters. The most famous embodiment of this system was the Janissary Corps, an elite infantry force originally formed from Christian youth recruited through the Devshirme system. These soldiers underwent rigorous training not only in weaponry and combat tactics, but also in discipline, obedience, and unwavering loyalty to the state. Their education emphasized endurance, routine, and coordination, creating a level of professionalism that most European armies of the time had yet to achieve. Discipline governed every aspect of military life, from daily routines in the barracks to conduct on the battlefield. Historical accounts describe Janissaries marching in flawless formations, adhering strictly to schedules and executing commands with extraordinary precision. During combat, Ottoman soldiers demonstrated an exceptional ability to adapt to shifting battlefield conditions while maintaining strict obedience to command structures. This balance between flexibility and discipline gave the Ottomans a decisive advantage. European observers often remarked that Ottoman units functioned like a single living body, with each soldier fully aware of his role and performing it with remarkable efficiency. The strength of the Ottoman military system did not rest solely on infantry. It was a highly integrated force that combined infantry, cavalry, artillery, engineers, and logistical units into a single coordinated machine. The Sipahi cavalry played a crucial role by supporting infantry movements and exploiting gaps in enemy lines. Ottoman artillery units were trained with mathematical precision, calculating distance, adjusting angles, and coordinating fire to support infantry advances. Equally important was the empire's attention to logistics. Supply routes were carefully planned, provisions secured, and transport systems organized so that long-distance campaigns could continue without devastating shortages. This level of coordination and discipline was exceptionally rare in the early modern world. A defining feature of Ottoman military success was its clearly defined hierarchy and strong sense of accountability. Officers were chosen carefully and often promoted based on merit rather than noble birth or wealth. Orders were standardized, routines formalized, and punishments for disobedience strictly enforced. This professionalism inspired both fear and admiration among rival states. Military leaders across Europe and Asia recognized that victory was no longer determined solely by bravery or numbers. Success required structure, training, and discipline, qualities the Ottomans had mastered. The influence of Ottoman military discipline spread far beyond the empire's borders. During the 16th and 17th centuries, European states increasingly studied Ottoman methods. Military engineers and strategists examined Ottoman formations, camp organization, and training systems. Powers such as Venice, Austria, and France adopted aspects of Ottoman discipline, particularly in their development of permanent professional armies capable of sustained warfare. European observers were especially impressed by the Ottomans' ability to maintain large armies in the field, execute complex maneuvers, and enforce strict routines across thousands of soldiers. These lessons played a critical role in shaping modern European military systems. Ottoman influence was not limited to Europe. Across Asia and North Africa, Ottoman military practices became a model for reform and modernization. Local rulers sought Ottoman advisors, adopted their drill techniques, and trained their soldiers according to Ottoman principles of hierarchy, unity, and coordination. The empire's method of integrating infantry, cavalry, and artillery into a single operational system became a blueprint for armies striving to defend themselves against both regional rivals and expanding European powers. The benefits of Ottoman military discipline extended beyond battlefield success. A professional army loyal to the state rather than to feudal lords strengthened political stability and reduced the risk of internal rebellion. The Sultan's authority could be projected across vast territories with confidence. Clear chains of command, standardized training, and strict discipline minimized corruption, maintained morale, and reduced chaos during military operations. These features later became essential elements of centralized military systems adopted by emerging modern states. Even as European armies advanced technologically and tactically, they continued to learn from Ottoman organization. Military reformers such as Maurice of Nassau in the Dutch Republic and Gustavus Adolphus of Sweden studied Ottoman drill systems, unit cohesion, and training methods. The Ottoman practice of coordinating artillery, infantry, and cavalry in unified operations helped inspire the development of combined arms warfare, a cornerstone of modern military strategy. Without the Ottoman example, Europe's transformation into professional military powers may have progressed far more slowly. Historians note that the legacy of Ottoman military discipline endured well into the modern age. Even as weapons and tactics evolved, the core principles of standing armies, hierarchical command structures, and rigorous training remained. Military forces across the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe adopted drills, ranks, and administrative systems shaped directly by Ottoman influence. Their recruitment, evaluation, and promotion methods became templates for successful military modernization in diverse regions. The Ottomans also understood that discipline extended beyond drills and commands. It was deeply cultural. Soldiers were trained to value loyalty to the state, respect authority, and identify strongly with their units. Shared rituals, codes of conduct, and daily routines reinforced unity and cohesion, transforming individuals from different backgrounds into a single, effective force. This fusion of social structure and military training later became a defining feature of professional armies around the world, from the Napoleonic era to modern national forces. Administrative and logistical discipline further strengthened Ottoman military effectiveness. Armies were reliably supplied, medical facilities established, and detailed records maintained. Engineers and officers tracked provisions, planned troop movements, and ensured that campaigns could be sustained over long distances. This administrative efficiency demonstrated that true military discipline encompassed not only combat, but the entire system supporting war. In conclusion, the Ottoman Empire established a benchmark in military discipline that reshaped the science of warfare. By combining professional training, structured hierarchy, coordination among diverse units, and strict adherence to rules and routines, the Ottomans created armies that were disciplined, loyal, and highly effective. Their system was widely recognized as superior, prompting empires and nations across the world to adopt its principles. Modern armies, through their organization, strategy, and logistical planning, still reflect the influence of the Ottoman model. Beyond their cannons and conquests, it was the Ottomans' discipline, professionalism, and vision that left the deepest and most enduring mark. Today, whenever soldiers march in precise formations, commanders coordinate complex operations, and armies sustain long campaigns through efficient logistics, the echoes of Ottoman military innovation can still be heard. In the history of global warfare, the Ottomans were not merely conquerors. They were architects of the professional military systems that continue to shape the world.